You're already fucked up.
Yo, welcome back, Full Heel Podcast. I'm your host, Rafael Chairez, the host of the Full Heel Podcast. Joining me today on this, I don't know what day of quarantine it is, Ryan Dempsey. What's going on, Ryan?
Hola, ¿cómo estai? I think that's Spanish or maybe Italian, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not English, it's all I know.
Both sound
That's me. I'm the UN over here. I'm a Canadian that speaks a mixture of languages all in one.
You're Mexican and Italian?
There you go. Mex-Italian. Yeah, I'm on be 1 month tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
I'm going stir crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'm working, so I don't know.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
Yeah, I'm back to normal. Gotta remember to meet that NDI source. So today we're gonna do SmackDown. First episode ever of SmackDown. Those of you guys wondering, so go ahead and bring that up on the network. Ryan came up with the idea. And it worked out great because it's April 29th, 1999, the first ever SmackDown.
Yeah, so about 10 or so days away.
Yeah.
I forget what today's number is.
The 19th, tomorrow's 420. So happy
420,
420, everybody.
Yeah.
Blitzed. Are you going to celebrate it, right?
I'll celebrate tonight at the stroke of midnight. The toke of midnight.
The toke of midnight. Yeah, I got to remember to cut that NDI source out. Good thing I cut it out 2 minutes in. So before any of the good stuff starts.
Good.
Yeah, so go ahead and bring that up. We're going to do a quick one today. An hour and a half instead of our usual 3 hours or a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But Tokum, if you got him, happy 420. I guess this is a 420 special episode. I might not do one tomorrow. I got the day off, but
you might have all the intentions to do one and then just
fall asleep.
Yeah. I was gonna record a show, but I got high.
Yeah. So I've been keeping up with the keto diet, Ryan. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah, looking good.
Not yesterday though. Yesterday was my cheat day.
I've been keeping up with the Cheeto diet. I'm just eating Cheetos.
So if you guys want to keep up with my weight loss, just go back and check out the episodes of Full Heel Podcast when I wasn't flexing and I was.
You can see the slow transition.
But let me share this out there. And first of all, I want to thank everybody and anybody listening to this and to the viewers on YouTube too. This month broke records, so it's gonna smash last month's record-breaking month, so that's good. And I just gotta keep going, and then maybe eventually pick up some fucking sponsors to this shit and get some money.
Yeah, you should talk to your bosses and get them on.
Yeah, right. That'd be nice. So go ahead and share this with your friends. Share it on your page. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your iTunes. Or not your iTunes, your Facebook. Anybody likes wrestling or just two dudes watch wrestling. I don't know. Just fucking do it.
There would be more things than just wrestling if there was more things happening in the world.
Yeah. Okay. Before we start, though, I wanted to pose a question to you that I posed to Jesus.
Yes.
Braun Strowman has a multitude of accolades, and I think creative has done him such a great misservice, and I want to get your thoughts on it. He's tag team champion, Universal champion, Intercontinental champion, greatest Royal Rumble winner, Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, and I think that's it. But those are some crazy ass accolades, and the way they've written them in is complete garbage.
Horrible. No, yeah.
He's not a monster, and he is, though. It's crazy because he is, and the accolades are there. Like, if you just look at it on paper, it's like, holy shit, this guy's a monster. But if you go look at his career, it's like, this is garbage.
They did him a good service by getting him out of the Wyatt family like early on, because he could have easily fallen into like being that fourth member. Could have been like when the Giant joined the NWO kind of thing, like just kind of get misused a bit
and then left.
Yeah.
And then left so like weeks later, it's like, I'm out of here, guys.
Yeah. So you break him out of that, and then like you said, you put all these things on him. You're gonna get these hands, the monster monk, all these different not personas, all these different ways of promoting him as being this like unstoppable beast. And then he gets stopped at every corner by someone like I don't mind him not winning the title from Brock Lesnar in like a triple threat match or the Fatal 4-Way because he doesn't have to get pinned. He can lose it another way, or like in the Survivor Series where he gets counted out. So you can kind of you're building up this monster. It can't be beaten. But I think was it in Saudi Arabia when he'd had 3 F5s and that was it. The match was over to Lesnar for the title after like building him up. And then just not giving him that main event status for like so long, and then you finally get him as a champion, and it's the worst of it possible. Like he's definitely not being used right. He never has been really used right. It's almost like every time he was growing and going and going and going, they nipped it and they started fresh for some reason.
Brock
They
Lesnar,
didn't let,
bro. They can't put him over Brock Lesnar. That's usually
yeah,
what the case was.
yeah.
They didn't want to. They don't want to sacrifice Brock as being such a monster for another bigger, maybe even better monster.
And like, would he be Intercontinental Champion still if Roman Reigns didn't have to pull out of WrestleMania? Like, or like, would he just be without a title now, right?
Yeah, where would that storyline have ended up?
Yeah, because he was like he gets that title, and just as quickly as he gets it, it's his reign's done. Just to put him in a squash match with Goldberg, and it made. I mean, we've been over that one. Like that is what it is. But yeah, like I don't know. There's so many good things that you could do with him, but they never did with him. They always held him back.
Yeah.
And like we saw with all the releases earlier this week, like you got to be careful because there's some talent that's going to get snatched up that's going to be used properly finally.
Rusev, Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder's going to have, yeah, like when the AEW said they wanted him, I thought that was the greatest thing for him.
Watch out for Aiden English too, dude. I liked Aiden English. I think he was very misused. I liked the Vaudevillains. They were pretty cool. I know I know that tag team had a shelf life, but
yeah.
it was pretty good with what they did, and I think it could have been a jump off point.
Yeah.
For him, and then even with the Rusev thing, he got over there a little bit too when Rusev was getting over big, and they kind of just dropped it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think if they pick him up, they could do good things with him.
Having him drop the title I think he dropped the U.S. title to Cena at WrestleMania. That was the one that really stopped a lot of his momentum.
The one in the tank, right?
Yeah.
I think he was undefeated up until that point too.
Yeah. Like after that, it was all of a sudden it was just like storyline after storyline after storyline. Nothing really done. Like okay, Rusev Day and whatever. Like I get it. It's kind of corny. And then the Bobby Lashley angle, which just it was overdone 5 minutes after it started.
What are your thoughts on Lana staying and Rusev leaving?
I think it's kind of like was it Renee Young and Moxley, Dean Ambrose, right? Kind of same kind of deal. It's kind of funny. They're like, okay, keep the eye candy, lose the talent.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what it was. I don't know how long Lana lasts though.
She,
that angle
unless
with Bobby does not.
No, if she's just going to be a manager, I can see her leaving when her contract expires. Unless she gets into the performance center and starts honing up her skills and like trying to take a singles run like as a competitor. I don't see her lasting too much longer myself.
So what do you think? We should go ahead and get her started.
Yeah, I think we get Carla. Okay, you ready? One second, come here. Okay, so come on this side so you can get closer to the microphone. Okay. So when Raph gives us the cue, you're gonna do 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we get everything all set up. Ready?
You guys can go whenever.
All right. So ready? Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
No,
go.
Not that quick. Go. Also go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, nice and slow.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Now you're on
Put you in
payroll.
here, Mason, but got the timer going up there too for anyone watching.
Yeah, I liked how that was up there last night.
Yeah, even though I pressed fast forward for a second, but I bumped it with the notebook. So, why did they make 2 shows? They still didn't have WCW talent, right? They just needed another show.
I think they were just going up against Thunder, maybe at this point.
Yes. Thunder was first, right?
Thunder, I think, was like 98. I want to say. I could be wrong. I'm 100% on that.
So here's a little bit of history for those of you guys. Well, I guess there's what else are we going to talk about? But yeah, no, Ryan's 100% right. SmackDown was the answer to the horrible, horrible Thunder, and I mean horrible, horrible Thunder because WCW people did not want Thunder.
Yeah, they were upset already about doing the 3-hour Nitro from 2-hour.
Yes.
And so yeah, I remember Bischoff had said a lot about being, let's only do 3. We can't do 3. We can't do 3. We want 3. All right, and then yeah, we don't want 2. We don't want 2. We don't want 2. Oh, you're doing 2. It's like Turner, TNT, whatever it was just like desperate to bleed money.
Mm-hmm. So this is why I don't put all the blame on Nash for having horrible creative, because he did have horrible creative, all right? But when you're forced to put on so much, and when you're not a fucking good creative person to begin with, and then you're stacked 3 hours, and then you're stacked another show on top of that.
Yeah.
And then you have to factor in the pay-per-views to fit into the storylines that have to extend into the week now, that have to extend into that pay-per-view. So yes, Nash had horrible storylines. He had horrible creative, but I don't give him as much of the blame because he was a talent put in a creative spot and then forced to do a lot of shit, because I think it was just a combination of things. You have the shows added, you have horrible people that shouldn't be in creative, and then you come in people that are going to try ideas that might be hit or miss, and a lot of them were miss when Rusev
came. A lot of them were miss, yeah. A lot.
Yeah. So this is a good example of the successful idea that Thunder was. When you have SmackDown that's been around for over 1,000 episodes now. Recently, they had their 1,000th episode.
They just finished up, or they just started up the 20th season. They're saying they call it seasons, but just 20 years of it going. It'll be 21 next week.
God damn.
And they've transitioned from Friday to Thursday, Friday to Tuesday, Friday to like they keep on moving it back and forth, and it still generates enough viewership that they can justify keeping enough talent to do 2 shows.
Mm-hmm. And it just hasn't just moved around from days. It's moved from UPN to USA to now it's on Fox.
It was on Sci-Fi at one point.
Yeah, it was on Sci-Fi at one point.
It was like the most random. Yeah, like it's time, like station, days, times, everything transitioning on, changing on it, and yeah, it just kept going strong. I mean, it definitely benefited from like the NWO angle had kind of run its course by then, and they've tried to do so much with it. By the time Thunder launched, whereas WWF here at the time,
look at how innocent Stephanie is.
Yeah, when this debuted, they had the Ministry, they had the Corporation, they had Austin, they had The Rock, they had so much happening that they could say, hey, like, let's just do 2 shows. We can extend storylines into, like, we have enough writers, right? Enough talent.
Cornette. I didn't know Cornette was there.
Michael Cole.
I didn't know Cornette was there. It must be cold, according to Stephanie.
Yeah,
it's a little cold in the arena.
Yeah, she looked so happy and innocent.
You see the sign? Come
on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let the puppies out.
Yeah, let the puppies out. Who let the puppies out? Who? Let me see what Vince is saying.
I'm proud of a lot of my personal accomplishments, but not so proud of some of my business ones.
This is before they abducted her, right?
I'd like to
The Rashi had been abducted by Undertaker for the wedding ceremony, but Austin broke it up. But it hasn't been revealed yet that he's the higher power.
Hopefully I can change.
It's me, Austin.
That has been me.
Look at the smile. She's like, fast forward 20 years, and she's like she's happily the queen bitch.
Ruthless.
Yeah. So innocent. Look at her.
Of others.
Psych.
In the past, certainly I've stepped on a lot of toes. I dare say I've even crushed a few. I've all done it in the name of business, and sometimes I've done it at the expense of my family. So I have an opportunity now to do something about that. Is tonight I take the first step in regaining control of my own company. I know that I will certainly be competitive, no doubt. I'll be a competitive SOB as far as.
Competitive
Compared
SOB.
to me.
But along the way in the future, I'm going to stop, smell the roses, and I'm going to thank those individuals who have helped me become the success that I am. And I'm going to start, by the way, with thanking tonight not only the world's most dangerous man, but certainly a man who is at least that loyal. I'd like to thank Ken Shamrock for helping Stephanie. I'd like to thank as well.
Austin didn't want to do a huge pop in his you just feel it.
I'd like to thank him and his heart that's every bit as big as his 500-pound body. Again for coming here.
That's not an insult.
That's yeah.
Especially
That's the. I don't know if you remember the Union. It was
Cold Steve.
Ken Shamrock, Test, The Big Show, and Mankind. They had all been kind of screwed over by the corporation when they became the corporate ministry. So those guys, they formed the Union, and it lasted such a small period of time. It was so god awful. They'd come out with their 2x4s.
The Big Show, and most importantly, Stone Cold Steve Austin, for helping me with The Undertaker on Monday night. I
What
was
was it?
taken against my will, stripped of my clothes, and dressed in a black gown for an unholy.
You know,
That sounds illegal.
for such like a traumatizing experience that would have been, the trauma that would come from that, if it was really, she's telling the story with a big smile on her face.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, she's got a
I was
smile.
kidnapped and stripped, and then this. She-
Shouldn't Vince go to the cops for this stuff?
yeah. Instead, he just hires like 4 security guards.
So, Steve, I'd just like to say, from the bottom of my heart and my soul, for whatever reason you did it, thank
Even Vince is like, come on, wrap this up. We got segments.
And Undertaker, I hope you burn in hell.
Strong words. Imagine what Stephanie been through. Stone Cold, I hope you can hear me.
Oh,
Because
here we go.
tonight,
Yeah.
I'd like to make a promise. I'd like to make a promise to you, Stone Cold. I'd like. Uh-oh.
You got drag races over there
Who's coming out? Shane McMahon?
with the Mean Street Posse there. Yeah. So the Mean Street Posse, I believe, were his actual childhood friends that got into the wrestling business just because of him, kind of thing.
Man, I think you're right.
Popped in for like, I think they lasted for one video game. That was it. In and out.
It looks like China had gotten some enhancements by this time. By then,
Her
I mean,
hair,
I think-
her hair
I think
does
she-
look longer.
I
They
think
think
she
the hair
got her-
extensions. Yeah.
No, I think I meant she got her tits done.
No.
She got her gazungas done. She made her bazingas bazoingas.
It's the one thing, you know, like when you come out and you're, and then all of a sudden you come out and they're that much like from an A to a D. It's so noticeable, man. It's like when Steph did it.
Steph didn't do anything, all right?
Yeah.
Not bad mouth Stephanie McMahon. In China, she just started working that area out.
She was doing her text more.
First of all, what are you doing here? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear it. I have to address one thing. Last Monday night, when The Undertaker abducted Stephanie, do you not think that myself or the entire corporation...
This I don't know. This Big Boss Man was always one of my favorites when he was the like SWAT team boss man.
Yeah.
Do you not think I would have been there for you?
I had the blue shirt boss man.
What type of
Do
human
you?
being do you
Yeah.
think I am?
Not this one though. They had this one with the hood.
Kind of a human
The-
being, do I
the mask
think you
hood.
are, Shane?
Right. Yeah. That was like when he first was coming in. He was attacking Austin, or he would stand beside McMahon. He always had the hood on, and he attacked Austin, rips it off, and he's like, "Oh shit, Boss Man's back."
They had that one, but I passed on that one because I
They're
already had the
good
blue
days.
shirt one.
Son Vince McMahon is out here apologizing for how you used to run business. What happened to the most ruthless tycoon in the history of the world? You all of a sudden grew a conscience overnight? And then it makes me sick to my stomach. I almost regurgitated in the back.
Regurgitated.
But see, this is like when you see like I don't want to get away from guys cutting promos and that kind of stuff, but like this here, like leaps and bounds better than what they do now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have to agree. Promos and everything.
The
I knew it was ready for
storyline, the
these guys at the
promo,
time.
like it was like
Did PG
Yeah.
really kill him that bad? Yeah, well,
yeah, like they're a lot more scripted promos. Like, they got to get away from the scripted promos. They got to let guys just go out there and riff once in a while and like see what they can do.
Back it up. Hold on, back it up. Hunter, China, I got this one.
China.
Chill out.
China,
Better step back.
God, like it doesn't look natural.
Get your attitude out of my
China?
face, Vince.
Yeah, man, like it's,
Wrinkles out of yours. Come on. A son talking to a father like that. Now you may leave and take your precious little daughter with you. Get to stepping. This is my show. I'm running things here.
Damn, the sun's taking over.
You know, one day, Shane, you may be a man. Tonight, you're acting like a petulant little boy.
I love they
you
broke
could've come
the
with something better.
thesaurus with this, man. Come on.
Boy, show you to the door. That's it. Corporation escort them out. There you go. There it is. Let's get Vince and Stephanie, Daddy's little girl, a big hand. Thank you very much.
It's hilarious how much they dress down Stephanie here compared to
Yeah.
what they're doing in the future.
Yeah, yeah.
Daddy's little girl, Steph. That's right. Go back, get in your limo. You
And it's funny too, you're gonna see like how
and you can watch the rest of SmackDown.
the McMahons were so crucial on camera for all the story around this time, and then next thing you know, just gone. Shane quits the company or leaves the company, goes and does his own thing. Stephanie raises the family. No need for Linda to be on camera at that point anymore. Like, Vince just kind of pop in and out, and that was about it.
And taking Stephanie to leave.
And I can't imagine a Raw or a SmackDown from 97 to 2000, probably 2002, that didn't have McMahon's on it.
Business right here this evening.
Dude, I know I watched this. I don't remember anything about this
Side as of late.
episode. I know the ministry and the corporate ministry. I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Shane McMahon's hit list. And that is the so-called people's champ, The Rock. And Stone Cold.
Oh, we got the big gold.
I got all the belts, Ryan. Come on.
Yeah.
I got all. I love gold.
Did you have to use a taser to get that, or?
Finger poke would do it.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin will be
You gotta get your name on there.
I should probably engrave it on there.
Just that shit in.
Yeah.
Rafa.
I have a Dremel.
Do you?
Yeah. My dad found it in the garbage, and he's like, "I'm gonna cut the cord on this. You know what it is?" I'm like, "Give me. That's a Dremel." And it had all the extensions on there.
It's all right.
Yeah.
corporate sellout. Triple H, contestant number 1.
So what? They're setting up a tag match with Rock and Austin versus Triple H and someone else.
Yep.
And one of the Mean Street Posse, or is it gonna be Shane?
It's look at China. She's like, I'll do it.
China.
Oh shit! Here, business is about to pick up.
With the Undertaker, I like this Undertaker.
Yeah, the Miniature Undertaker was badass.
Yeah.
He almost kind of gets lost in the shuffle because just as this character was like in the biggest storyline, he gets hurt, and then he ends up becoming the American Badass shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a solid run.
This is the one I have. I need to get more Undertakers though, so I can open because this is a defining moments one. Jesus has the better one, the one right before this, before he joined the corporate ministry, or before he formed the corporate ministry.
So that's the like 97, 98 Undertaker.
Yeah, he's got he's got a little bit of a cape, but not too much. But he's wearing all black now. He's not wearing the gloves. Well, he's wearing some sort of gloves, but not the purple or
Right.
gray gloves. He stepped away from the corner one, and he's come back with a teardrop in his eye.
Yeah, that was a good taker.
Yeah.
So many, man. 30 years, right? You can't come out the same get up with the same persona every single time.
Well, look at him now. It's a hybrid.
Yeah.
All of them.
I love it. I love the new one. I wish that he was a bit younger and we could have actually had this taker for a couple of years, have a good solid run as it. Mm-hmm. But take what you can get, I suppose.
Well, they're already saying that he wants to do a match versus Sting and WrestleMania Hollywood. I guess it's in LA.
Oh yeah. Huh. That was supposed to be this year originally, but then I don't know, that they just ended up not going that angle for some reason. I know Sting got cleared to go back. This has to be the weirdest lineup or the weirdest announced team that they've probably put out there. Michael Cole and Jim Cornette just doesn't seem like two guys you'd see together.
They need it for SmackDown. They need two more. I guess JR and King were on Raw.
Yeah.
Tag team champions, X-Pac and Kane. Were they facing the New Age Outlaws?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is after Triple H has attacked them and they've all broken up now.
Yeah, that would have been at that year's WrestleMania, so probably about 3 weeks prior.
Mm-hmm. And this is after WrestleMania 15?
15.
Okay, so
Rock just lost to Austin, clean. Or I guess not technically clean. It was no holds barred or no disqualification, but it was just. This was when The Rock had just left the corporation.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's hard.
R.I.P.
And this is like a month prior, eh?
Damn, this is a month before he.
It would be May 23rd, 99.
The Blue Blazer, for anyone that's not watching, Owen Hart's other gimmick.
Oof, I did not see that coming. That's wild, man. Oof.
Does he drop down from
I don't remember him ever doing it.
Besides that time?
Except for that one time. Yeah, he might have done it once here or there kind of thing, but I don't think it was... he wasn't like Sting, like where Sting was doing it every week in, week
out. You ready,
out.
Ryan? You ready? You ready?
Hello,
ladies.
I always loved the Velveeta's character. It was he was always, Nicole Bass.
She's so hideous looking.
China Part 2 here. She had quite the run in WWF.
Ladies, tonight I would like to invite each and every single one of you in the Big Mouth.
He just got let go, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember it. There were so many of them.
I think he was one of them.
And I can guarantee you, with this fun, there will never be an early withdrawal.
Oh shit, he's fighting Jeff Jarrett.
Then the one thing you don't want to get hit with is Val Venus's money shot. Deborah and Jeff Jarrett.
Is it Deborah McMichaels?
Yeah.
Is she divorced from Mongo? She was a Mongo with some.
Yeah, she actually might have been divorced. She might have actually been a Stone Cold around this time.
Is she Stone Cold's current wife?
Ex. Yeah, he's got I think his wife, Austin's wife now, is just I don't want to say generic, but it's just like an everyday person. I don't think she's in the business at all.
Mm-hmm. Or was in the business.
Or was, no, yeah. Look at Val.
Seducing Deborah.
Damn. I love Val Venus' character. I mean, come on, like.
Where the hell Owen's at? And it me off. But tonight, you consider me his replacement. Ring the damn bell.
Okay, so Jeff Jarrett took over for Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Blue Blazer.
It's not Owen Hart though. It's his blue man.
Yeah, right. It's not Owen Hart right now.
That was the whole thing. Like Owen was trying to say, "I'm not the Blue Blazer."
Mm-hmm.
They would have like segments where, like Jeff Jarrett would they take his like Owen would be talking and the Blue Blazer would show up. Be like, "Look, see, I told you, it's not me."
Does he take the fucking cape off, or does he wrestle with it all the time?
No, he usually took it off. There's a good match.
He's ripping it. Look at it.
Yeah. There's a good match from back in the late 80s when Owen was just getting started in WWF when he was the Blue Blazer. It's him and Mr. Perfect. I recommend people going to see if they can find that to check that one out.
God damn it, he's going to get charged for that fucking cape he ripped.
Yeah. You know, someone's back there right now with the gorilla position screaming at him to take it off.
Yeah. I wonder if those robes or anything sold for a lot of money. Or who owns them. I'm pretty sure WWE does.
Yeah,
The
I don't.
Blue
yeah.
Blazer robes.
I
probably
can't.
worth a lot.
I mean, if Martha had anything, I'm sure she probably got rid of most of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at WWE Elite stuff yesterday, like wrestling. That's what the wrestling toy figures are called or whatever. Elites.
Right.
I saw a lot of signed stuff going up for sale on Amazon, and they got like legit.
Like authenticity and stuff.
Yeah, they have authenticity signature things and stuff like
Wow.
that. Yeah. Some were even like boots signed by like not too older wrestlers. I think some were like Booker T boots, but they're like over $1,000.
Right.
But I think it's happening because the Rona's hitting everybody, and I think people are trying to make some money out of whatever they can.
Right. Yeah.
So we're gonna see a lot of that stuff go for sale if this shit keeps on going the way it's going. Look at Val.
Look at Val go.
Thrusting at that.
It's true what Bruce Pritchard said about Val Venus never getting he would never get to have like that title shot. He was never going to get higher than Intercontinental or European at this time, and it's too bad because he's one of those talents that, given the proper gimmick, he could have had a deeper run.
Mm-hmm.
But being the adult film star, he wasn't going to get that match against The Rock at WrestleMania kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and there's your finish, guys. There was the Fisherman Suplex from Val Venus to the Blue Blazer, but the ref is distracted by Deborah. In comes Jeff.
It really is cold, isn't there?
In comes Jeff and kicks Val in the nuts, allowing the Blue Blazer to get the win. But here comes, what's her name?
Nicole Bass.
Ugh. Dude, look at her eyes. Her eyes half closed.
Yeah.
Dude, she looks like a man 100%.
She
Is she a man?
No. She was supposed to do a storyline with Sable, where they were going to be lesbians. They're going to make out. Like, this was Vince's idea, and she didn't want to do it, so she got fired.
Yeah, is that considered lesbian? No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah, she ends up suing Vince and all that stuff, and she was a regular on the Howard Stern show. I'm pretty sure she's been dead for 15 years now.
God damn. Ooh, the Godfather, baby. And look at the two hoes he's got with him. I mean, sorry, ladies of the night.
Later the night.
Yeah, pimping ain't easy. I never knew that the Godfather talked about weed because I didn't. Oh shit! He almost tripped and fell. He almost Titus O'Neil did.
Titus O'Neil did, yeah.
I never knew that what 420 was because I didn't smoke weed till I was like 20 years old and shit.
Oh yeah, so roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, but
he always had a cigar.
Around this time, yeah. Well, when you're in high school and you're saying that to your grade 9 teacher or something, and you're like, you get looks.
Fuck, they're gonna stop. They're gonna stop fucking The Godfather. I wanted him to see if he could hoe out Deborah McMichaels.
Yeah. The sad thing too, it's like The Godfather was so awesome and he was so great and like bringing up the hoes and all that stuff. And then
I have a Godfather fig. I opened up recently.
It's when you get older and you realize like how dirty and sleazy pimping is.
Yeah.
This character, when you look back, you're like, oh man, those poor girls. He's probably beating them, held them against their will.
Yeah, no, I got a Godfather Elite. It's pretty cool. I like it. I wanted to open it because he comes.
Does he have a cane?
He comes with badass accessories. He comes with a pimp hat, the chain, a cane, glasses.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And I could literally put them on other figs. Make them Godfathers or pimp daddies. Here's the Rock.
Like Kramer when he finds the hat and all that stuff. He's
Borrows
fucking
the thing.
street. Yeah.
Later on tonight, Rock teams with Stone Cold. Well,
Rock's just pacing and talking to himself in the locker room there.
WWF. To what do we owe the honor? Well, Kevin, it's quite simple. The Blue Blazer is back in the WWF because the WWF needs the Blue Blazer back. Needed for what, Owen?
There's a picture of the fig. People are wondering what the Godfather looks like.
I'm looking for Owen Hart too. Where is he? Anyway, the conditions
I'm looking
here
for
today-
Owen Hart too. Where is he?
There's too much cleavage. And that
Yeah, I love how he's concerned, but there's too much cleavage. Meanwhile, he's hanging out with Jeff Jarrett and Deborah.
Yeah, right.
Why you? Why me? Because the WWF needs a superhero like the Blue Blazer. One that can protect good from evil. And one last thing in closing to all my little Blue Blazers. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, and drink your milk.
Is that Hulk
I
Hogan?
love it.
Well, it's the Big Show.
I cannot stop talking about the Big Show show. Also, people need to watch it.
Is that good?
I love it, but I'm a sucker for Paul White.
Damn, look, he wasn't even that fat here.
No, he was actually in pretty good shape, all things considered.
I'm wondering if this is after they sent him away because I know for his debut for St. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, he
was
debuted.
super fat.
He debuted like 2 months prior, right? Because he debuted in '99, right?
That's what I was about to check.
I think he debuts February 14th, '99. St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I know that's the match, the cage match between Austin and because The Rock was champion and McMahon won the Royal Rumble, and he didn't want to fight The Rock, so The Rock was going to have WrestleMania off, and Austin ends up getting the spot from Shawn Michaels saying, well, if the winner doesn't want it, it goes to the runner-up, and that set up the cage match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Winner gets the title shot. Yeah, so it is '99.
Yeah,
so it's definitely 2 months. Yeah, so he lost a good amount of weight in like 2 months there.
Yeah. Because I know he was really fat and they're like, nah.
He was really big when he debuted.
Yeah, WWF champion 99 and 2000. New World Order 96 and 99. Yeah. 99
Okay.
went over. So it must have been that February. Test?
There's where Test gets kicked out of the corporation there.
Oh, I thought it was the testicles.
That's he could have had so many fun storylines to it with the name.
Mm-hmm.
All of his fans, the testicles.
Yeah.
All of my loyal testicles.
He's working on Big Show over here.
Yeah.
Big Show Irish ripping him. He avoids it. Oh, nice fucking drop kick by the Big Show. Ah.
Nah, that was too much like Andre. Yeah, this is the Big Show that you could get behind.
Yeah.
Like this is like
This monster Big Show.
the beast Big Show. Yeah, look at this. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, baby. There's a Big Show going out right now with that exact haircut and the WWE title for $20. I should probably get it. Just to even have a Big Show in the WWF collection and to take the WWF belt from him and put it on someone else.
Right. Yeah.
Triple H or The Rock would like it, but The Rock has the Rock has that IC belt on him. The round one.
Okay. Right. Put that one on the Godfather, man.
Yeah, I could put it on the GG Godfather. On the GD. GD's a gang over here. Better shut my mouth with that shit. Gangs of disciples. That's what the gang. Damn, he's hitting him in the head with that fucking billy club or whatever it is.
Did you have a chance to listen to something to wrestle from this past week?
What was it?
Nails.
No, I downloaded it. I haven't listened to it yet.
I remember him from when I was a kid, like coming. He was gone as fast as he was there, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard like snippets of the story from something wrestled in the past. I think it was like on the Big Boss Man episode. They spent about as much time talking about him getting fired and afterwards than they spent on his run in WWF because his run was so short. Look at that. God, that dropkick was good.
Yeah, for such a big man.
Yeah.
Look at him holding him up there too.
Like, look at the skin. He can make movements.
Test is huge.
He's a bit. Yeah, I think Tess is like 6'5" easily.
Mm-hmm. It's a big guy. Why is that guy wearing not? Why are those two guys not wearing shirts
I like, yeah.
behind Michael Cole?
You got
Should
the
there be
M&M.
security?
You could like. I say this all the time when we do these watch-alongs, but you can really tell the era from what the fans are wearing. Like, got
No
the
shirts.
he's got the big chain, the dyed hair. I'm like, oh, you're inspired by Eminem, so this must be between '98 and 2002.
He did have blonde hair or bleach blonde hair.
Yeah. And
The
then
Rock says,
they realized when they graduated from high school and went off into work, or they graduated college, like, oh yeah, we can't look this way. They won't hire us.
"What are you talking about? They don't want They don't want millions of M&Ms in the workforce."
Oh, Carla's gonna kick someone's ass. So that's good.
Is that what she was saying?
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh no, Connor,
I'm gonna
run!
close that door. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
Great parenting. Let them figure it out.
Let them figure it out.
That's how you raise them. They'll figure it out.
That's it. You rub some dirt on it.
Eventually, Connor's gonna get stronger than Carla, and then she'll
Oh,
figure-
he's
then she'll figure it
he's
out.
already.
And then she's gonna have to figure out that she'll just have to outsmart him.
Yeah. Once that's it. Right? And then he has to try to figure out how to get a step ahead. It's just a chess game when you're a kid.
Triple H, last Monday on Raw, you two jabronis decided to check both your candy asses in to the SmackDown Hotel.
So for anyone, I guess that knows Dwayne Johnson and not The Rock, this is him pre-steroid boom of the late 2010s.
This is the Rock I remember, and so it's so weird seeing him all nice and humble and like loving everything and positive.
Yeah.
Because the Rock I remember is calling everyone a Rudy Poo candy ass.
Just dropping the best promos possible.
And having the crowd sing along with Rudy Poo candy ass.
The best was when he's like, you can take that, whatever, like, you can take that little title belt, you can shine it up real nice, turn that sumbitch sideways, and stick it straight up your candy ass.
So who's he calling out Triple H right now?
H. I mean, how big was The Rock that they named a show after him?
Yep.
Like,
He layeth to smack it down, and they fucking named the show SmackDown. That's crazy.
and I think I mentioned it last week, but this is what Ronda Rousey could have been. She could have been like The Rock, where when people were booing her, and she got upset and went home. When the people were booing The Rock, they were, and this is back in '96, they were chanting "Die Rocky Die," '96, '97. So he just decided, all right, fine, you don't like me, I'm just gonna turn myself heel, and I'm gonna run with it. And look what he like.
Oh, here comes Austin with the fucking
It's-
smoking skull belt, baby.
Got the
I have that
Ralph
belt,
Lee-
but he's sealed up with the three of them. I don't want to open them up.
I had that same thing sealed, and then my kids happened.
If you want, you could send me those 3 belts. I wouldn't mind putting them on my face.
He said, "I'll send you the belts. You send me the unopened package."
Psych. Send you the box. You want?
Yeah, there you go.
I'll keep the fig. I'll send you the box. I got someone yesterday. I got a Marvel Legends Deadpool trainee X-Men.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like the Wolverine mixed with Deadpool.
So he's wearing so he's a I don't know if you saw the movie, the second one. He's
Not yet, no.
an X-Men trainee. They put a like it's a joke and shit, but like
Right,
so they released a fig with that they've done before when they released X-Men guys. They've released like a trainee or whatever.
right.
Or like an X-Men member just with a uniform. So they released a Deadpool with it. Now I have 3. I have gray Deadpool, red Deadpool, and trainee Deadpool. The collection grows.
We say top rivalry all time right there in the ring.
Like how can you deny it?
Yeah,
The only way that Brett and Sean almost, but no, like this one
it would.
because this
that
one
would-
has the talent and it had the popularity as well, like with
Mm-hmm.
the mainstream.
And the thing that get like with the Brett and Sean, like they transitioned from tag team to intercontinental to heavyweight title. So like the rivalry did go through different stages, but there wasn't a lot of heat for the most part.
Yeah, it was wrestling. I think wrestling just wasn't as hot as it was at this time. So I just think the eyes weren't there.
Yeah.
But like you said, Sean and Brett had the intercontinental battles. They had their story behind them already. They battled for the title, and then the screw job happened. Like if you go
Yeah.
dig deep, their story is it might be a better story than because these
It's
guys.
it's very long.
Mhm.
I mean, even when Brett was in a rivalry with Nash, or Diesel, I should say, Shawn Michaels was in his corner. So it's like they were all like there was constantly something going on with them. One way, like I don't think that their tag team runs didn't. They're kind of overlapped, but Hart Foundation was just about ending in the early '90s when the Rockers were at probably their peak of the '89, '90. So they had some matches, but not a lot.
Yeah. In terms of accolades, I think Brett was hitting him first, and then fucking lasers, fucking jerks with the lasers.
Yeah, back.
Brett had them first, and you kind of saw Sean follow that same blueprint. And I think that's where a lot of the hate stems as well. Like, hey, what the hell,
Yeah,
man? I set the blueprint, and they're kind of filling you into that spot once
Exactly.
they see the numbers are there. They're making you into. They're putting you into that spot. And I think Sean and I think Austin and The Rock. I think they were just 2 top guys. I don't think that hate was there. I don't think there was that deep of a story. They had good storylines and good gimmicks, but Sean and Brett had personals. And
The one thing with Sean and Brett, and not to take anything away from it, they could not cut a promo the way that Austin and The Rock could cut promos also. So they could do it in the ring. They could do it on the mic. They could do they didn't have like Brett and Sean's promos a lot more often were interviews in the ring kind of thing. They weren't just a guy out there cutting it. He was being asked a question, and then he would one of them would answer the question, and that would be it. That would be the promo. It wasn't like it is now. I say now as in like 99, but Kane and X-Pac.
Did they ever have a tag team name? X Factor?
No, we I think we talked about that last week when we had X Factor on the screen.
They should.
Oh, the Brood! They give a bloodbath to Kane.
So he couldn't see.
He's
Couldn't see who it was, or why the fuck he chokeslam X-Pac? They're a tag team, goddammit.
This is like Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Team Hell No. I want this Kane. I don't have a figure of Kane. I would like this Kane figure.
I had that Kane figure in like 97, 98 when he was just coming out. So it was like one of those like early like Jakks Pacific ones where like the arms would just move like a G.I. Joe, right? That there was no elbow bending, no wrist bending. It was just the shoulders and the hips were the only things that bend.
Mm-hmm. Who's this?
Oh, Drozdov with Prince Albert.
Dude, he looks so different.
Yeah.
So different.
It's going to be around this time, too.
He's gonna puke.
Yeah, I love Beyond the Mat. He's gonna. And you see draws over the garbage can. He's like, then it all like he's puking, and he just like a little spit, and nothing comes out.
So there was a deal. The D'Lo Brown with the European Championship had dropped as low as $9, and I just never bought them because I'm an idiot. And then eventually I opened up my 2-pack of the Nation of Domination with the Rock and Farouk.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Now they're releasing a Mark Henry with weights, but he's the Nation of Domination fucking Mark Henry.
Also, you're
And now D'Lo's back up to $20. I'm like, fuck! I should have got him when he was $9. Which I still might just get him for the 20 because he comes with the European title anyway.
Weird to think too is that this is the matchup that ends. No, I don't know if it's it won't be this match, but this is the matchup that cripples draws.
This is the
because it was D'Lo that gave him the sit down power bomb or something.
Yeah, this is kind of like the
this is the story. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's weird to think that, eh?
Yeah, and they both just say it was just a mistake on.
Yeah, it was just an accident.
It was an accident on both parts.
I forget what the show was on Something to Wrestle with. Bruce Pritchard gave these guys like the second that it happened, like it was like they were just like as fast as they could just.
And they moved them right, and they weren't supposed to move, or did they do everything right?
I think they did everything right with draws.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember
who
correct.
It was that they moved. Pritchard was super pissed.
It was it might have been I can't think of his name. The Marty Jannetty. When he gave the rocker dropper to that guy and broke his neck.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then he like drags him. Then Sean gives him like a splash on his back, just like compounding an already broken neck.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up
Drozdog making
doing the D'Lo.
Yeah, stealing his taunt.
I love Drozd's hair. And this is so that move right there is the one that will end up. I'm pretty sure the running power bomb at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
His head just went the wrong way. Do you remember Draws in LOD?
No.
He was like the original Heidenreich, I guess you could say. He was he comes into LOD and the angle was like Hawk's alcoholism was taking over him. And that's you. You are so good looking.
Thank you.
And so he takes over as in LOD, and at one point Hawk is standing on top of the Titantron, and Draws is like climbing to help him, and he pushes him over, and Hawk falls behind Titantron, supposedly falls to his death.
I remember.
Yeah, so it was a weird. Like I kind of liked the three of them as LOD. I think they could have done more more with them as opposed to having like an internal feud, but. Oh, we're gonna see the Sky High. Was it or?
The Frog Splash, but I think he calls it the Sky.
I think it's that could be. It's either the Sky High or it's either his Power Bomb or his Frog Splash. I forget.
I think he does a Frog Splash.
Yeah, he does the one. I liked his Frog Splash too because he would he like cross his hands and like went like right like through his legs and then out again.
Oh shit! Nails just took Drozdog just took out fucking A-Train.
Hey,
Got
come on,
Irish whip that home.
Imagine these two guys trying to go through the metal detector.
Hey, dude, you got to take the piercing out of your cock too.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
That'd be the best thing. You just standing there, you take out all your piercings, and then he goes off again. You got to take that wand, and it's like nothing. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Now he's
Sorry.
going for the frog splash. Hey Ryan, so after weeks of nagging, you finally jumped on Twitter. Again.
I'm on the Twitter. I'm a twit now.
So go ahead and check out Ryan on I don't know what it is.
It's r.demps.16, same as Instagram.
Cool. Are we buds on there already or no?
No, I was looking you up, but I didn't know what your Twitter thingy was.
I think it's Donkeytron at Full Heel Podcast.
Oh, okay.
So anything at Full Heel Podcast, you'll find it. And you'll see the endless amounts of advertising I do on there. Just
Oh,
damn, are they gonna
yeah.
stab?
This was so how Brutus the Barber Beefcake used to give you a haircut after he beat you. These guys would attempt to pierce your tongue every time that they would beat you.
Hoo, here comes fucking the world's strongest man. Sexual chocolate.
And look at that suit.
Goddamn.
Albert should maybe just put that spike down when he's taking that bump, just
in case.
just in case. It was supposed to be a gimmick. Look at Mark Henry, man. Come on. Look like he's about to go to prom over here.
They're boys. Oh, I thought you were making fun of them hugging.
No.
Yeah, with the suit.
That suit, he looks so young. I'm used to him with like the shaved head and like the big gray beard now.
Yeah, now I'm used to him with the dreads though. I remember that Mark Henry.
Oh,
after
yeah,
the Nation.
the-
I like Nation Mark Henry or the Sexual Chocolate, but I remember him with the Sexual Chocolate rapper or the
Yep.
dreads.
Feel awkward and all taking on your good friend X-Pac? Well, Double K, as you know, and everybody else knows,
Double
that
K.
from our nose to our toes, we got champs written all over us. But by cracky, it may get a little wacky because X-Pac is a close and personal friend of mine.
Whoa. Friends? There's no friends when it comes to these titles, man.
Goddamn! Are they just
shit.
leading to their breakup too? Where one's gonna be IC champion? Well, Road Dogg is IC champion.
Road
And
Dogg
Billy
will
Gunn is
become-
hardcore.
Billy is going to win King of the Ring in '99. He might win King of the Ring this year. I'm not too sure, but he's going to kind of go on a solo thing, and then X-Pac and Road Dogg, they'll have a small tag team.
You think you can tell us what to do, Ryan?
Yeah, this is weird that they still. I feel bad for Sean Waltman. I mean, he wanted the
Yeah, he
NWO
ripped
so
his asshole
bad.
open. It's pretty bad.
He wanted DX. He needs these guys to stay together. You can't break the faction up. What else am I going to do?
Oh yeah, that too. I thought you were talking about his asshole being ripped open, but yeah, that too. Keep the faction together for Sean Waltman.
He needed it. He needed the NWO. He's a good competitor.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to steal that entrance for my faction when I would make it.
Oh yeah.
You had fireworks, and then you had them in unison going.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It was the best. Dude, I gotta get those video games over there. I have them. I'm looking at them right now. They're over
The
there.
two best intros are NWO when it would flash black and white, and then DX, and they would cut in them walking in with them. They would cut in like the music video
You know that.
with it.
You know that. Sorry to cut you off. You know that Hogan I have that I ordered that really detailed one.
Yeah,
with the boas
yeah.
and stuff that I put the belt on him. He didn't come with the belt, but he's got the boas and he's got like two heads and the bandana and the glasses. So Storm Collectibles released that one, and he's really articulated. He's more money. He's like $50 or whatever.
Right.
Right before Hogan said the N word, Mattel, the series that I have of like all the regular legends.
Yeah.
They had released prototypes for a couple of Hogans they were gonna do, and the NWO Hogan was one of them. So he said the N word, and they took him out of the Hall of Fame. They took the fig off of just making it. They weren't gonna make it anymore. Now they're finally after years of people forgetting they said the N word, or maybe it's cooled down a bit. They're re-releasing him, so I already have the Storm Collectibles, but I love wrestling. I'm might as well just get the second one.
That's the hard thing too, like with Hogan. Like what he said, kind of not cool to do. Like you can't really justify it. But then he realized that like that was a leaked sex tape that was part of too. Like that's also kind of shady. The fact that was just him having a private conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. You don't want that publicity with your company, but at the same time, it's like, look at the. I mean, you kind of got to look at the whole picture. Like,
I
I'm sure there's a lot of guys in the WWE locker room that have said some pretty nasty things. They just didn't happen to have a private camera rolling.
I'm not trying to defend Hogan, but I'm pretty sure what he meant was the type of lifestyle that guy was living. He'd rather not have Brooke be with that.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think it mattered
He
that much.
wasn't.
It
He
was
wasn't
black.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used the word. I'm not gonna lie. Look, he used the word how he used it, and
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no defending that. I just
Kind
think
of.
he meant
Uh,
it as if she's gonna be with a black man, I rather it not be that type of a black man. Like a more proper,
yeah. He doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't want her like
well
caught up in
dressed,
like weird. Like,
not ghetto.
yeah. I mean, and
'Cause
that's
I
the
think
thing.
it was
Like,
a rapper or something.
yeah. It's and it's funny too when you think about
And he
Vince
might have
McMahon.
not. He might have meant it in the
Vince
worst way
McMahon
possible.
punishing Hogan was kind of funny. Like we were talking about there in the messages
Mm-hmm.
the other day about McMahon when he was the ECW champion. He dropped a bomb here
Yeah. Yeah.
on live TV.
Yeah. Man, I want to open up my Yokozuna, dude. He's got 2 of those belts. But I
I
don't know if
love
I'm gonna
those
find
belts
another
so much.
Yokozuna. Well, that's the best Yokozuna they've ever released. But I should get
Is
rid
that
of it.
after the Hall of Fame?
It's a Hall of Fame one.
It is Hall of Fame.
So
one
when
of
they
that.
put him in the Hall of Fame, they put 2 belts on him. It's got Hall of Fame packaging. I think I'm gonna open up a lot of those toys. I want them for the display.
How weird was it last week with seeing those belts after we get finished talking with the 2-man power trip, and
Yeah.
then the fucking every page is dropping pictures of Austin and Triple H. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And
Yeah, it was
people
hilarious.
listening to FHP and not giving you credit.
People have been listening to FHP. They've been downloading on Podbean. And it shows it's kind of like it's 22%, 24% from like iTunes,
Right.
Chrome, and like it's pretty much equal from the different operating or the browsers and shit like
So
that.
people are getting it from a lot of different
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
platforms, I guess, just servers or
Yeah, the States too. It's California started downloading recently a lot too.
nice.
That was nice. I hadn't had them download. Just the bigger states, I guess, have been downloading. And this month, a lot of people have been downloading as well.
X-Pac and Road Dogg have some good chemistry in the ring together.
Yeah. Well,
They move well.
X-Pac is one of the most underrated players, maybe just because of his attitude and the heat that he's received because of his outside
Yeah.
ring antics. But like he was innovative with a lot of his things before anyone really brought them in, and like the cruiserweights really started using them. And
Yeah.
maybe it's just because they weren't used at this high of a level for people to see. But X-Pac was maybe one of the first people they started using like that did use that type of move set.
And it's fun too, as you think about how he performed. Like when he first started up as well, he was just the kid, and he gets that victory over Razor Ramon, and it's like you see, like it's so wild. Like Razor Ramon, not even like in star power, but in size and his moves and what he does. And you see the 1, 2, 3 coming in, bouncing all around him, and then it leads to him getting these chances to get in the ring with Bret Hart, in the ring with Shawn Michaels, and it gets him a contract over with big money in WCW. And that's where he really did start to kind of blossom because there were more guys his size. He got really lucky to get into DX when everything came across because he was kind of like that perfect attitude for that era. His anger towards WCW was perfect because it's what they wanted. He got to be that cocky little prick, which like he fits so into DX. He could draw heat, but you liked the heat.
Well, with him, it was his buddies left, and I think once his contract expired, he followed along. He joined the six Pac, it was 6 Pac, and then he got heat in WCW, and then after a little time there, he got fired by email, I think, because of his antics, and then WWE picked him up, and D-Generation X was formed. That's when they brought him in, and he was X-Pac. So from 1, 2, 3 Kid, 6 Pac, X-Pac, and one of the lucky guys to be somewhat original members, or like not original, but one of the first additary members to the two of the best factions of all time. You had
Yeah.
six be number 7 to the NWO, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was 7th.
And I don't know what order. I think he was added with both Billy Gunn and
He
Road Dogg, no?
the night after WrestleMania 14, after Shawn Michaels lost to Austin and all that stuff, Triple H comes out to cut a promo, and he says he brought back a friend. And that's where X-Pac comes out and is, and they had teased that there was going to be 3 new members, and X-Pac joined first, and then at the end of the night, the New Age Outlaws joined. And that's like the DX that
I wish I could get New Age Outlaws because I have X-Pac, and that 2-pack with China is coming out, so I'm gonna get the China
Right.
2-pack, and I'll have Hunter Hearst. I'll just have him right next to China, and then DX Triple H on each side of China.
And then when you get your Stephanie figure, you're gonna toss China to the side.
I had the opportunity of getting her, but it was the one with the skull mask.
That's such a good one.
Yeah, and I do have Triple H with the red cape and skull mask.
God, Billy Gunn was so fucking athletic too, man.
Who?
Billy Gunn?
Yeah.
He could have had like a really amazing singles run. I don't know why they put him with Chuck Palumbo when that like they were supposed to be lovers, that they had a gay wedding, and they had Rico in there, and it killed anything that he had worked for his entire career.
Do you think they blew each other just to get into character?
We make it look more authentic.
Yeah, for the love of the sport, bro. Oh, the shimmy and the shake. Boom. What do you call it?
Shake, rattle, and roll, I think.
There we go. Yeah, the shake, rattle, and roll.
Although I think that could have also been Honky Tonk Man. It could be getting.
What is Road Dogg's like? What is it supposed to be? A hip hop country dude?
He was originally supposed to be a country singer, and then he just started hanging out with Billy Gunn. They made the tag team, the New Age Outlaws, and from there he just kind of became it just went from country to degenerate. It was the weirdest thing.
I'm degenerate, and I'm gonna shimmy and shake, but like,
yeah,
it's I don't know.
I
like it, but I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know how to put
I always hated the fact that Road Dogg had my initials on his ass, though.
Oh, dude, X-Pac just ripped his asshole open.
Yeah.
It might have been. You never know which one it was.
He did it twice, though. That's the worst thing, man.
Yeah.
To do it once is like, God, that sucks. And then to go off and do it a second time.
Famouser. Man, I miss toy hunting. If this was non-quarantine, I would finish up the podcast. I'd change and I'd go hit up Disc Replay and hope that they had a used Billy Gunn and Road Dogg with the belts on them at the Disc Replay. That way I only had to pay like $10 to $15 for them. Damn.
Right.
Road Dogg accidentally takes out Billy Gunn's leg. Is it the 3
And
count?
that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's it. Billy Gunn was gorilla pressing X-Pac. Kane knocked Road Dogg into Billy Gunn, and boom, you get the 1, 2, 3 for these guys.
Kind of a weak finish there. I hate so much when a guy kicks out right at 3. Like, at least pretend like your knee's a little jacked or something, a little bit. But
I've come across Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, but they were basics. I don't like basics because I don't have the
Right.
same points of articulation. I'm nerdy about that. But I should have bought them just as a placeholder. Because I have bought
Right.
I have bought figures for their belts. Like there was a basic AJ Styles that someone had bought, but they put the TNA title on him, and there was no way of me getting a TNA title, so I paid the $10 for the AJ Styles figure. Opened up a Elite figure of AJ Styles that I had recently bought, slapped on the TNA title, and boom,
nice.
AJ Styles with the TNA title.
That's all right. It's weird having like with no commercial breaks, and you're seeing them like the moments ago, and you're like, we just saw this.
Yeah, this just happened.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of
It should have been a kick out. Billy Gunn was looking at the referee. It's usually when they don't look at the referee that they know that they're getting the pin.
So this
Breakup, bro.
is where it starts to fall apart. Yeah.
Goddamn.
It all started with Hunter. Hunter betrayed DX, and that was it.
So I took tomorrow off.
It is Slaughter too.
Yeah, that is Slaughter. So I took tomorrow off. It's a holiday.
It's a holiday.
Yeah. That's Doc Hendricks, bro.
That's Doc. Yeah, you can tell from a distance.
Hey.
It's taking a second.
Hey,
Doot.
I got an idea. That's probably my favorite when they do that one.
I saw a picture of him the other day wearing a fanny pack at his wedding while dancing with his wife.
What's wrong with fanny
Like
packs?
he's dancing with his wife and he's got a damn fanny pack on. It is the best.
The Brood over here. What's wrong with fanny packs, bro?
Oh, there's nothing wrong. I love fanny packs. I just find it whole. Oh, that is the best.
What's wrong with fanny packs? Besides me being too
I just don't
stupid.
see why you would wear a fanny pack at your wedding.
Look at this
That's a badass fanny pack, though.
Oh, I put it on upside. No, I put it on right. Where's the zipper? There it is. Look.
You can open it up. You're gonna find like a stash of money you forgot you had in there.
Yeah, no, it's empty. I haven't used it for anything. I should put my weed in there. Or like Legos or something. I didn't open it up. Jesus has the Universal title one. I have the WWE title one, which is the better one. But they're both fanny packs. No, but it's a pretty cool fanny pack.
I like it. Where'd you
I
get
got
that
it in the
at?
Loot Crate. The Brood's out here talking
Oh, okay.
Doc Johnson, yeah, but I got it in the Loot Crate. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty
They
sweet.
give it to the People's Champ.
You know,
You jealous, Ryan?
a little bit. I love the Brood so much,
I
man.
feel like fucking Chris Jericho. Everyone could get
I was thinking Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania.
Daniel Bryan. Oh yeah, actually more Daniel Bryan WrestleMania. Did C Nation ever hold it? Because I got the C Nation thing going.
Did he? I know that he was one. No, I think he lost to Randy Orton when they had the two titles back in the 2013, 14-ish. I could be very wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I was kind of out at that point, catching little bits here and there, but Gangrel. Oof.
I want to buy the big gold belt, the real one, like the
real one?
$300 one. I want to get it, but I need to invest in the podcast instead of just getting a big gold belt.
Just getting
That's
a
gonna do
belt?
nothing. Yeah, the big gold belt's awesome. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
no.
That shit would be fucking great.
It would be great.
But I'd rather get podcast stuff. Like that badass soundboard. I don't know if I sent you the link to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I could have fucking just presets on the side. Like just go, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, just hit record and let's go.
Ooh yeah, like the real Macho Man and shit. Or like have this is what I want to do too. So like welcome to Full Heel Podcast, introducing, and then hit the button, and then it'll be like Ryan Dempsey, and then like and then just cut it off. So it's only seconds of it playing or whatever.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That way it's only a button I have to fuck with.
Yes, Connor.
There is bird in the her baby in the died.
Who died?
That bird with her baby in the died.
Oh. Okay, honey.
Buddy is his husband, and he died.
Buddy Rogers?
Is that the movie Carlos was watching?
What movie was Carla watching?
She just watched one scene.
From Fried Green Tomatoes?
No.
What? Oh, Christ. This is thrilling podcasting. That they love this.
Why are they picking on Doc Hendricks? The Brood is picking on Doc Hendricks. Right?
I think this is what's going to lead to Doc Hendricks hooking up with the Hardys.
Okay. So they're releasing a Christian, and I think they're going to release an Edge as well, Brood edition with the white shirts. So it means the Gangrel's probably coming anytime soon. And I'm probably
going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath on Doc Hendricks.
Oh, nice. They have a Hardy's 2-pack right now with the titles.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks really cool.
Yeah, me and Jesus were talking about it. Damn, it is a bloodbath.
Daddy's doing something we're supposed to leave.
God damn.
There goes the suit. Where'd they go? You're not leaving him in there. Take him, Connor, out.
Come on, sweetheart.
Connor the Crusher.
We're going to go for another walk.
Someone throw a ball. He chases those.
Do you want a cookie?
He's not a kid.
Yeah, cookies?
I got a cookie.
A cookie?
Yeah,
Yeah, right here. Look. Come on.
okay.
Pretty good.
that a special cookie?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. Nah, I didn't pick. I don't usually do edibles. I just got
Oh,
this.
gee. Hey, look at that, Carrie. You're on YouTube.
She was in the background a little bit. She's a YouTube star.
You want Kobe? Kobe, you want to come with us?
Kobe, you want to go for a walk?
Come on, baby.
Come
No,
on,
leave him in there. He's cool. He's chilling, watching SmackDown.
Okay, come on, baby. No, okay, we'll
Probably
get
put
Kobe.
that down, right?
bub. Yeah.
Connor was like, "What's that?"
What's he? What is it?
Yeah,
It's
what
nothing.
is it?
It's nothing. It's medicine.
It's not. I think it's a cheese strain. I don't know. He didn't tell me, but it smells fucking good as fuck.
Nice. I got this purple stuff. It's
Oh,
delicious.
fucking Ryan. Well, yeah. This is pretty good. I got a whole zip of it, and then I got a little bit left of whatever. Well, not a little bit. It's still more. It's probably like an eighth left of whatever. Like a big. I'm like a little bit is a fat old nug. And then some more in the jar. I had to buy extra. 420 is fucking tomorrow.
Bradshaw with a Louisville Slugger. Means
APA
business.
Bradshaw. APA.
I
Damn,
love
who's coming?
the,
Who's coming? Who's coming?
I love the
Oh, the
symbols
world's
on
most
the back.
dangerous man from behind.
Wearing his
Is it-
Ken Shamrock Lions Den shirt, rather.
Yo,
Right into
did
the
Did
blood.
it skip to something else? Are we not watching SmackDown anymore?
No,
Why does the arena look different?
I'm trying to see what those guys are with no shirts on.
Or am I
They were
tripping? Is this
No, yeah, no, they were because they were just talking to Ken Shamrock in the back, and then yeah, then they just went to Bradshaw. I think it's SmackDown.
I could have sworn they had blue ropes and blue
Yeah.
aprons.
No, I don't. No, that's weird.
Where's the show me your puppies thing?
Lisa's husband. Yeah, I don't. This is really weird. Yeah, you're at like You're at like 106.45 or ish.
Yeah, 106. Yeah, this SmackDown still says that here.
Yeah, that's
I'm at
that's funny. Yeah,
106.53. Yeah. I don't know.
you got me confused now. I think
I think I confused myself because
I was focusing
I'm
so much
smoking.
on the matches. I wasn't really watching the ring or anything
It's
like
still
that.
blue in the back. Yeah, maybe I just didn't pay attention to the ring. It's
I guess
still
yeah,
blue
they probably don't have like the SmackDown entrance until a bit later.
production.
'Cause this is the debut SmackDown, so they probably don't have.
Mhm.
Look at the transition into that ankle lock.
The crowd's like, or the people at home are like, or the listeners are like, "Hi, yes, Rafa. What the hell is he talking about?"
Yeah, these guys are stupid, man. Olive, don't eat the plant.
Happy 420, everybody.
Oh,
They're having their own SmackDown over there,
he wants the dog. He wants to snuggle with the dog.
and the dog doesn't want to go.
The dog's just chilling over here. He's like, finally, some time alone.
Well, yeah, that's what my mom's dog. Sometimes they go hide under the bed because they're like, "Fuck these kids." Sometimes they get tired. They're like,
That's
and we're
awesome.
like, "Where's Estrella at?" And then mom's like, she's hiding because of the kids. I'm like, "Estrella," and then she'll come out and she's like, "The kids are on, no?" And then she'll come,
She's
in,
like-
yeah, and then she gets pet, and then she goes back to hiding
Buddy.
because she knows the kids fucking they're way too aggressive with them, and they're like, "Oh,
Right.
like, I'm not.
Kind of, yeah.
I didn't sign up for this."
There's the naked guys in the background, so it's definitely still the same show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when it would have been that giant fist coming out.
Hi.
Poor dog, he just wanted to chill.
Oh. Yeah, he's limping a lot more too, and he has a growth on his shoulder, so
Oh
it's.
no, he's
I
getting
don't
old.
want. Yeah, we adopted him at 7.
How old is he now?
It'll be 10 this year.
Okay.
So if he gets to 10, that's woo. Kids absolutely love this dog too. Like if this dog, when this dog goes, it's gonna be like traumatizing to both of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's life, right? Those are lessons
Yeah,
in life
that's
you
it.
kind of have to learn. It sucks, but
Yep.
loss is one of them.
I mean, I miss the old guy a ton, but I mean, I just make jokes about it and feel better about myself.
Yeah.
How many dogs can I bury in my lifetime?
How many has it been?
1.
One? My
Yeah.
parents have never let me get a dog.
Really?
I can get one as an adult, but I just haven't because I was an
As
adult.
a-
And I'm like, I'm not taking care of a dog now. But like when I
Yeah.
wanted one as a kid, they never let me get one.
That was like me. I was like, I wanted a dog always when I was growing up. My parents always said no. I move out of the house, they get 2 dogs. I'm like, come on.
Like I told him now, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get a puppy and it's gonna be a big dog. He's like, all right, and I just never have.
Right.
Just train it, and I'm like, all right, and I just never have.
No, just usually a cat. Just
Nah, I hate cats. I love lions and I respect the shit out of them, even cats. But I hate the fact that they act like everything's theirs and they're like, "Fuck you, this is my house." Da 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 da. And it's like,
you're gonna say you're gonna use yourself. You're gonna become the Lion King.
yeah, right. And I don't know. Cats, it's like they're like, give me love when I want love, and when I don't want it, fuck off. It's my
Did
house.
Did you see that sign in the background? 89 days until Raw is Jericho.
No.
So some guy, someone would have must have figured out because they were doing that countdown clock and everyone thought it was for the new millennium.
Mm-hmm.
And before I kind of noticed that it was going to be in the middle of summertime, that it couldn't. And everyone was trying to figure out what it was going to be, and someone solved it.
So Ken Shamrock just gave Bradshaw brain damage by excessively choking him with a bat for excessive amount of time.
That was a nice rear naked choke with
he killed brain cells.
Yeah,
holding him that long. If it was real, he killed brain cells.
Yeah, and that's why Michael Bisping took that fight with Gastelum on short notice because GSP put him to sleep. Oh, yeah.
Have a nice day. UPN. I got the old SmackDown logo. I don't know if you noticed it. It's at the bottom too.
No, I didn't know.
On YouTube, yeah.
That's awesome. I love how Mankind. As I'm sitting here in this boiler room, it's like,
why are you in a boiler room with a sock in your crotch?
Oh God, I love it so much. Like, maybe he was a fan of the Chili Peppers. That's why he kept it in his pants.
What a whiner. Oh yeah, they just have a meeting with the door open like that.
Yeah.
So that anyone and everyone could just peek in and watch.
I love Midian just sitting on the floor rocking.
He wasn't as cool as Naked Midian.
That gimmick was so wild. What the fuck? If you had told him back when he was Phineas I Godwin that one day he'd be walking around naked with the fanny pack only. Down.
You got a kitty too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've talked about your kids.
Little Olive.
Olive? What color is it?
Yeah.
Green?
She had green eyes. Kara's like, we should name her Zelda. I'm like, why? I'm like, 'cause she has green eyes. I'm like, what? And she goes, Zelda, because Zelda always wore that green outfit. I'm like, that was Link.
Yeah, I'm like, that was.
I'm like, wait.
Zelda wore the fucking princess dress.
Yeah,
purple and white and blue.
Like, why is the game called Zelda? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't make the game.
It's the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, like I don't know what you want. So she goes, what are we gonna call her? I don't know. Olive.
Link.
Boom, done. Yeah, honey.
I wanted pets and they just never worked out. So screw cats, even though they are really independent.
Yeah, the hardest thing I find is the litter box. Because you got to keep it somewhere that doesn't smell all the time. Then you got to remember that just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't stink. So you got to remember to change that shit once in a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Kara had gone to her sister's going away party. Came back, or she found the cat, brought the cat back with her. And she goes, "Hey, look, we got a cat now." Blah 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 blah.
Big boss man smack test in the head. You saw that?
He's wearing a FUBU shirt. Talk about dating the show. But yeah, so she brings this cat home. The next day, she finds out that she's pregnant. And she goes, "So you'll have to do all the litter box changing because I'm pregnant." I'm like, "You just brought the cat." No, this is not acceptable. You don't just bring a cat home and tell me that I'm responsible for the damn thing.
Toxoplasmosis, all right, bro. It's science.
Yeah, get out of here with that crap.
It's real.
I don't care. You don't just bring a cat home and then say, "Here, I brought a cat home for me. You do all the dirty work."
Yeah, well.
Hey, this is the union forming.
Well,
Here
isn't that
it
how?
is.
Isn't that how you did it? Didn't you knock her up and be like, "All right, I did the dirty work. Now it's
Yeah,
now you can-"
I'm out. See you in 9 months.
She got her revenge. She's like, "Hey, I brought a rhinoceros home. It's for me if you take care of it."
Test, Mankind, Big Show, or Shamrock. Look at him. He's waving to him. Hey, Test, how you doing? I mean, Mick Foley, man, he struck it lucky when he got the Mankind gimmick, eh?
What do you mean?
Like, because Cactus Jack was not going to make it far, and he took Mankind as that deranged guy, somehow made him a fan favorite, and then gets this corporate Mankind, ends up that gets him like 3 different WWF title runs. Like, he made it, man, and he made it late in his career too.
I think
He could have
serious.
been.
They weren't taking Cactus Jack serious. He was serious at a point, like the Vader
Mhm.
versus him matches in ECW.
I was gonna say, like, him and Sting in the early '90s. Like, I
Or
feel like
WCW. Sorry.
him and Sting back in WCW back in the day, they had good matches in that, but Cactus Jack was just stuck being
Hardcore.
a hardcore guy, and they were trying to get away from that at that point in time. They wanted wrestling on TV, and they couldn't have explosion matches on TV.
It's so awesome that Mick Foley's so creative because look at him in ECW, being the hardcore legend Cactus Jack and being like, nope, I'm not hardcore. I'm not hardcore. Like, and being the heel there. Like,
Yeah. Well, and he was creating all these guys like Dude Love and that kind of stuff too. Like, and then rolling into like the commissioner role too.
and now he's the guy that just presents all the belts now. 24/7 Universal title.
Yeah.
There's your chick right there.
Yeah.
Ryan. China. Man, I want my stimulus. People have already gotten their stimulus.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know how true it is. I mean, obviously, I'm not an American, but they delayed the stimulus checks because Trump had to put like a meaningless signature on it or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not.
Here's the thing: if you got
I don't want to go political. Honestly,
right, here's the thing: if you got your taxes done and you did direct deposit, you got them that fucking Wednesday,
right?
Instantly.
Okay.
If you didn't do a direct deposit and you got a check delivered, I think that's what it was. I think he signed the checks. I don't know if they were delayed in any sort of way, but here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Get direct deposit and there's no problem. You get it right away.
Right.
There was an issue with mine. Well, there wasn't an issue with mine. The thing is with mine, I owed U of I money and I said, fuck you, U of I. I'm not paying you. I didn't learn shit. So U of I started taking my money. And so for the past 5 years, they've been taking my income tax. So this year I finally paid it off, and they sent me half an income tax check back, a check.
Right.
They did not have my bank account info because I said, fuck you, just take my check. Wednesday, people at work are like, oh my God, I got my stimulus. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, let me check my bank account. And then I'm like, fuck, I get a check. I have to wait for the check.
I see.
That same day I went online, I went on IRS.gov, and I asked for it to be deposited into my bank account. So either they're going to do it the next round of checks or they're just going to do it whenever they see that. But I think it should be faster than the 2 weeks it would take or the week that it would take for the mail to get here.
Oops.
The thing is, it's coming, and I already have a working computer. That's just going to be an add-on to that I wanted to get that I'm going to play with. So
I thought you were going to say that maybe he hadn't gotten it because since Trump was signing it all and he saw like, Rafael Chaidez, he's like, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound American enough for me. I'm going to hold off on this one for a few more weeks.
No, well, so my dad got money. He got his deposit because he was getting direct deposit. But my mom also got money as well. So she's a dependent. She's never had a job, but she's a dependent under my dad, and she's an adult living under the household and So he got 2,400, dude.
It's all right.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. He's like, I was just expecting 1,200. He's like, I got double that. He's like, half is your mom's. He's like, it was just crazy. So they're Undertaker and Triple H are taking The Rock before Stone Cold can get there. And here comes Stone Cold to the rescue.
It's very weird to see SmackDown with the Raw setup.
Dude, that's why I was so I'm really
Like now
I'm
that
really
now that
high
you pointed
and I'm
it, now that
tripping
you
out by
pointed
that.
it out to me, like I can't not
see
see it, right? Like it's
I
now
was,
I'm
high, I was
focusing
high
on.
as fuck. I finished taking some hits and then I'm looking at the fucking thing. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, did we finish watching SmackDown and
This
move on to
doesn't-
the next thing on the network? But now it's still SmackDown.
Look at these four guys right here, man. This is my childhood right here.
Yeah. The living legend Undertaker, the guy that's never left. The guy that became the corporate WWE Triple H. The highest seller of all time in shirts and merchandise. Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the highest attractions. The guy that won the Monday Night Wars. And then you have the most electrifying man, possibly the greatest on the mic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In The Rock. You have guys that, like, each one of them went on to do a specific thing that, like, it's just crazy.
It's what, yeah.
Just
And it's funny too, like going back in '97. I remember the storylines, and I remember a lot that was happening. Like Brett's just turned on America, where I'm at now. He's formed the Hart Foundation and all that stuff. And it's, but it's wild because I remember it, but it's very, like, I don't remember it as well as I remember like this 98, 99, 2000 era.
Did I tell you I found? Sorry to change the subject. Did I tell you I found keto bread at Aldi?
No.
Aldi sells gluten-free keto bread, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and
That's
it doesn't taste
all
that bad. I eat it with avocado on it and some salt.
Oh
as a
God, you
quick
do the
snack.
avocado toast, you fucking millennial over here.
Hey, I need the fats, all right? And the fucking great way to eat the fats and have a little nice piece of toast is put an avocado and salt on there, and some egg and bacon and stuff like that. But if I want like a quick meal,
Down.
a half an avocado on a piece of toast, ooh-wee.
Ooh wee.
No carbs, no sugars. It's keto, gluten-free bread. It's a little bit pricier than an 89-cent loaf of bread that's double the size, but there's like $3.50. So it's like a lot more for
Right.
half of the. But it's keto, so you're not dying faster. And when you seen the results, you see how jacked I'm getting here. Fucking back to my camera real quick, guys. You guys can see the transformation, guys. Look at that. I'm fucking getting ripped, guys. God damn it.
You're gonna be looking like Hunter Hearst soon.
Yeah, dude.
Triple H.
I'm gonna start lifting more. I've been hitting the weights a little bit more and more. Not a lot, maybe like once a week. I'm still lazy as fuck, but I've been.
That's like I'm gonna hit the weights more. I'm doing it once a week. That's more for me. I lifted a weight. That's the most I've done in years.
And I'm starting low. I'm starting at 50. Got to build my way back up to 100.
50. Goddamn.
God damn.
I just did the thing. Children, they just naturally progress in weight, so you just keep on picking them up. And
I don't have kids, so I have kettlebells. You know.
there you go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Austin a little bit slow to get in the ring there.
Yeah. Thinking about opening up that Austin, but I don't want to because it's the defining moments one, so that's definitely not one I want to open up.
Right, yeah. Ow,
Except
ow,
these
what are you,
guys- except these guys
what are you
pretty
biting me
much.
for? Okay, get out of here. Go.
See, that's why I hate cats. You fucking jerks.
Like, I feel like Joe Exotic over here. For some shotgun.
They're about to get dragged away by the foot.
Yeah. You, I will kill you, you bitch. Just yelling at the cat.
He brings out his gun. He starts shooting. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, cats are jerks sometimes, so that's why I don't like
Yeah.
them. It's like, exactly like right now. Like, why are you biting me, you fucking idiot?
She's just chilling. She's purring. Next thing you know, she scratched me and bit me a bunch of times.
Those are cats. A dog knows what's up. He'll bite, but like not even hard. Like he
No, like a cat. Like if you die, a dog will starve to death. If you die, a cat will just eat you.
yeah.
Happened to our neighbor. Get home from work. He was like, "Hey, remember that old lady that lived across the street? She was kind of crazy." I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, she had a heart attack and she died in her house. I'm like,
Austin
oh wow,
stopped in a
that's
mud hole in Triple H over here.
a month went by and they found her with like 20 cats eating her.
God damn, that's horrible. Here comes the corporate or the ministry.
Here's the corporate ministry coming in.
Yeah. So Frankie lived around here, not too like maybe a year or two ago before he moved to where
Right.
he's at right now. But his landlord had died, and like they the heating had gone out or something. And
Oh
like,
jeez.
he didn't die because of that. So like this is how they found out, because like Frankie's like, what the hell, man? And he's trying to contact his landlord. The landlord's not picking up, and then like the guy committed suicide or something because like he was running out of money and he was going bankrupt.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure Frankie doesn't mind me. It's not Frankie's family or anything. It's just some guy he was renting from. And the cops came and they found the guy dead. The guy had committed suicide. I forgot how. But then Frankie moved
I thought you
out.
were gonna say that like there was no heating, and they found the guy was just like dead but frozen or something, like it's like middle of winter.
No, he was just dead.
Just
And
dead.
so Frankie moved out, and like the other day he was telling me that I think they
There you go.
called it damn choke Sam from hell on Austin from Undertaker. I don't know if it was him or someone that called the cops that because they hadn't heard from their landlord or something in a while. And they went upstairs to do a wellness check. So the police did, I guess, and apparently he wasn't there. He's probably with family in quarantine.
Right.
But you know, at least they checked up on him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! The owner taking a chair shot to the
that
head.
was a vicious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of nice that they are doing like they're still able to do wellness checks on people right now.
Well, a lot of the cops are just parked on the side of the fucking streets. I'm surprised Chicago's complied so much. I don't know if you've recently seen how, like, they're revolting in Michigan, they're revolting in Texas.
Yeah, I saw Texas. They're like pissed about having to be quarantined and locked down and
liberate the
stuff.
state or something like that. Oh
Yeah.
Fucking stun run. Taker. Look at Shane. He's gonna slap it. Oh, Shane's beating the shit out of his father.
He'll turn around and he'll get a stunner too. And I'll wrap up the show.
Damn, so this is still like 2 years away from Shane buying WCW.
Yeah, it is too. That's crazy. WCW is still gonna kick around for yeah.
Oh yeah, no, WCW still has some interesting spots right now. April '99, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was around 99 was when they had like Dennis Rodman, Jay Leno, and those kind of celebrities are kind of getting in more. It was probably 2000 when it just shit the bed completely with the NWO 2000 and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty shit show with Jeff Jarrett. Brett was supposed to take over, but he got injured.
That's right.
He was supposed to be the new leader of the NWO 2000, the Silver and Black.
Ugh. Why is it everything that's silver and black is garbage? Raiders.
LaParca had a little bit. He had a cool silver and black suit.
Did he?
Boom. Well, he had to switch it up because
that chair shot. Oh.
So he was working for I think AAA Mexico, and then AAA gave him the rights to go to WCW. He got pretty big in WCW.
Right.
And then when WCW closed, he went back to AAA. But then he started wrestling for a competing company, so they started suing him because they're like, you can't go work for another Mexican company and use La Parka.
Wake up, Vince.
With a beer.
Yeah.
So for them suing him for using La Parka, he became La Park, still spelled the same, just pronounced differently. Or like spelled differently, pronounced the same.
Oh, okay.
And he started using different colors, same suit. And one of them was like silver and black. One of them was red and black. One of them was yellow and black.
All right. So there we go.
Yeah.
That was pilot. So that's the pilot episode of SmackDown. So I wonder then if the second one is going to be like in September or something.
So yeah, Chris Benoit's still over there. No, actually, WCW is still doing pretty good. They got Rey Mysterio versus Billy Kidman for the WCW Cruiserweight title.
Yeah,
on Malenko tag teaming against Ray and Saturn.
That makes sense because it wasn't until like Austin still runs roughshod in WWF up until end of '99 when he gets hit by the car kind of thing, and that's when a lot of the other stuff. Yeah. Huh. we're
All
chill.
right, well, that's the end of that chapter. So that was the debut episode of SmackDown. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank Ryan for helping me out with this episode. Do you got anything to say, Ryan, before we sign off, before we put a bow on this one and send everyone off?
No, I think, just same as always. Just everyone stay healthy, be happy.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Wash your ass.
I'll always wash your hands. I feel so weird to actually had to say that. The best thing to come out of this thing is that people don't understand what hygiene is now.
Yeah, people understand that if you work in a restaurant, they tell you all this stuff
Yeah.
already, and you have to know this. Yeah, thanks a lot for joining me, Ryan. Quick little episode we did today.
Yeah, nice one. In and
Nice
out
fun
kind of
episode.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Please subscribe to the show on iTunes, Podbean, on all those platforms. And for all of you guys watching that haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom. I don't know where it's at. Somewhere down there.
Somewhere on your screen.
Yeah. And I guess we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Full Heel Podcast. Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Anytime, my friend.